So let's start the spell etymology of the word
planet.
Planet. And guys, you'll love what I found, but like always, I'm going to start with what they say. So as you can see, noun planet, plural noun planet, a celestial body moving in an elliptical orbit around a star. The earth, noun the planet. Archaic astrology, a celestial body distinguished from the fixed stars by having an apparent motion of its own, including the sun and the moon, especially with reference to its supposed influence on people and events. So, where did it come from, they say? Greek planan, wanderer. Greek planets, wanderer, planets. So that's basically what they say. They say because it moved, it wandered, and that's what it got its name.
Planet.
So as always, I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to split it up, and it just reveals something startling. It's right there in our faces. So here you go, guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy. Right, so let's start the video. And you're going to enjoy this, guys. I'm enjoying making this one. So, as we do, let's split up planet into two. So if anyone's new to it, I always generally split words up into two or the threes and see what I can find. So, planet becomes planet. Interesting already. So, P-L-A, derived from planus, ultimately from the Proto-Indo-European root ple, meaning flat. So planet, the first three letters, basically etymology wise means flat. So as I've said, basically PLA, pla, means flat or level. How about that, guys? Straight in your face. We live on planet Earth. We live on the flat Earth. So this is why I want to tell you guys, use the etymology, use the spell against them. So the net part originally derives from the Latin nitere, to shine, and nitidus, elegant and trim. Not really too much to talk about, but apart from to shine bit. So that to shine reminded me of something from an old video, but I won't go really into depth. I'll just basically get to the point of that, and basically the etymology of Baal, because remember the ball, and it's also known as blue, the blue ball, the blue marble. We'll get onto that later on. Behel was light coloured, blue, blonde, yellow, from root behel, to shine, flash, burn, also shining white. That's why I wanted to talk about it, because obviously it's connected to blue and also the ball. And Baal comes from the pi behel, bel, also Semitic, Be'an lam, ball, Baal means owner, chief ruler, or elevated land. So there's some interesting connections here with the blue, the ball, the earth, and that's what I want to get into in this short video. So you got to be thinking now of Mr. Blue Marble, Robert Simon, and here's the image on the screen, because it's photoshopped, but it has to be. Now let's split marble into two, and this is from an old video. Marb, from Proto-Celtic mawas, meaning dead, from Proto-Indo-European mawas, ultimately from the root mer, to die. Also means mortified, insensible, spiritually dead. And I found this a long time ago. People still not talking about it because it come from me. And obviously LE from the marble is El, which is Elohim or divine or a group of gods. Something to think about. We're talking about death, dead. We've talked about this in the celestial video of being in the chamber. Isn't it a wow? So basically, planet Earth, PLA means flat or level. It's in the etymology. Use the spell. Use the spell, guys. So anyway, I want to throw a what if at you. And now this is finishing it off. Now, I have another thought on the etymology of the word net. Now, could it be the Egyptian goddess Neith, who also basically went by the name Net? Planet. Why not? She was a goddess of the cosmos, fate, wisdom, water, rivers, mothers, childbirth, hunting, weaving, and war. Now, goddess Neith was also known as the spinner and weaver of destiny, who was associated with, yep, you got it, spiders. So, what do spiders weave? What do they make? Oh yes, webs. So what are you using to surf these days? Oh yes, the internet, the World Wide Web. Internet. Again, Neith is connected to the internet. I've told you a connection with spiders. So when you go surfing on the highway and you're typing in www, it's to the goddess Neith. How crazy is that? Wait guys, you ain't seen it yet. So when we're talking about the internet, I'll split that in half. I'll just do an etymology for the word inter. But what's spelt the same as inter? Inter. Inter is again linked to death. So let's look at the word
Inter.
Inter or inter. Now this is in regard to internet. Obviously net is in regard to Neith or Neth, or otherwise known as Net, the Egyptian goddess of creation, and obviously connected to the spider's web, the interweb, the internet. Verb inter, third person present inters. Past tense interred, past participle interred, gerund or present, and means a place, a corpse. Again, more death. We had it with blue marble, marbel, in a grave or tomb, typically with funeral rites. Inter. That is inter, I'm inter, but there's also inter. It's crazy, isn't it? So, let's carry on. Origin, Latin, in, to. Latin, terra, earth. Into, ter is terra for earth. Interweb, internet. That to me, guys, is a slam dunk internet, and it's all connected to the goddess Neith or Net. As you can see, Middle English from Old enter, based on the Latin into, terra and earth. Crazy. And then you have obviously intermediate, inter, between, among, mutually, reciprocally, and origin, inter, between, among. Is there other webs? Are we in a chamber? There is other layers. Who knows? But as you can see, the play with words for inter, which is obviously very similar spell to internet, but I'm going with inter, because it connects to the marbel, the blue marble, and everything else I've covered in this video, showing you the connection to the death and the dead And a tomb, remember, celestial video means chamber. All this talking about being in a tomb, I wasn't sounding as crazy as people thought, was I, guys? Hopefully you've enjoyed this, guys. It's been a blast to make.
Yeah, they call me the black sheep. You know they call me the black sheep.
Hello and welcome to What the Flock TV. I'm your host, Paul with a Moostis. Right, guys, firstly, again, as always, thank you for the love and support. It's truly no words, guys. You just keep backing me. You keep giving me support and love. It's tremendous. It's just fantastic. Thank you, guys. And for anyone who buys me a coffee, again, I'm heart and I'm humbled. Thank you very much. And if you want to do that, the link is in the description. I can put it in this because I'm on What the Flock TV. If you've not heard, long story short, basically I've been given a few warnings. I had to set up a backup channel, and if you've not subscribed to that, why not? It's called The Thinking Man, and the link will be in this chat, in the description. Please go over there. There's 3 videos. I'm going to be making videos backward and forward on each channel, keeping them going that way. And there's some 3 good short videos on there, so please check out the links in the description for everything I've just mentioned. So onward with this video, and the excitement you can see at me. I'm excited. I'm buzzing. I'm like Zebedee bouncing up and down. Remember that character from the Magic Roundabout? Yes, I know what also it means. But the sheer excitement I get when I'm doing content, I just love it. And I wish more people could experience that excitement about learning new information and not being triggered by it. But hey, we're human after all, and we're prone to mistakes. So, as the title basically talks about, flat earthers, why don't you just spell it out? Bet people were wondering, oh, Paul's been a bit risky. And what it is basically, if we live in a world full of spells, grammar, grimoires, curses, cursives, all this that we've talked about on this channel for a long time. We've covered so much good content, good theories. Please tell people to come and check out What the Flock TV and Now the Thinking Man out for something different. And you're not tired seeing the same old. On this channel, I just love just thinking a little bit different. Not necessarily right, but different. So, I don't know how I came across to do it. And I was looking at the word planet. And we've talked about between friends, if you don't know, I used to have an old host of a Friday show, Eleanor. We used to talk about net and neath. So, you know, I want to give a shout out to her for putting that, implementing that thought, that seed in my head, because we used to go back and forth and talking about a lot of stuff in the Egyptians. Whether you believe it's right or wrong doesn't matter. It's information. The information is there. That's what we should look at, the information. So you see a lot of people, flat earthers, discussing the shape of this realm and getting rather excitable, and they do troll, they do get aggressive because they want to put their point across. And when they are arguing with what they call normal people, or you know, spheroids or whatever you want to call them, why not say this? Because when we're talking about NASA and different things like that, they always use to deceive. Yeah, I've put out years and years ago that NASA in Latin means to trap. Why is that not used? Because we came up with it. You seem to be pushed to one answer only, where I give many answers and more questions, because that's just who we am. So think of the word planet. They said planet Earth is because we wondered, moved. You got wondering eyes. Wondering eyes. So I'm the wanderer. So you can see the intriguing nature of looking at etymology of words. You only have to look at majority of the etymology of words to see when did they came in. I've talked about this so many times, the great vow to L shift. So when the shape of this realm changed to what it is now, it is in the great vowel shift period. All etymology, most etymologies start 11th, 12th century onwards. That should get you raise your eyebrows, and that's why I did the video a long time ago on that. So planet, split it up like you do. So if you're new to the channel, or for some reason you found the Thinking Man first and then you found us over here, I like to split words up into twos, into threes, and just give it an alternate etymology of that. As I say, does not mean it's correct, just means it's another opinion, it's another piece of information which you can take on board and use it at will. You either don't or you do. But it's still nice to have, like a Swiss Army knife, more accessories, more information, gives you a better outlook. So let's start. Planet, split it into two. Pla comes from planos and a few other things, but you know, you can check that out for yourselves. Proto-Indo-European root ple, basically flat level. No, there's no other way. You can check it out yourselves. There's a few other things, but it still really means the same thing, basically. Planet, first three letters mean flat or level. Just like horizon is tied to Janos. Yes, Janos. As I say, guys, if you really hate me saying it, double thumbs up. See, since I said that, we have found some junk files. Get off. So you can see the intriguing nature straight away from the spells. We are using the spells. Let's use them then. Use the etymology. More and more people are getting into the etymology. There's no right or wrong. Like I said to me, this is just my opinion on what I see, my breakdown. So from planet, P-L-A, P-L-A means flat. So you can see, the ancient Greek means to wonder, but you can see it also means flat or level. Worthy of a wow. Isn't it? So you can, if you want to talk to people and they say, you can say, where do you live? Blah, blah, Earth, planet Earth. Did you know PLA in planet means flat or level? How would you get around that? You can't. It's in the etymology of the spell. Whether it's the spells have been altered, because again, it means how you cast them. Again, great to vow to L shift period. So that really got me thinking. And then when you're looking at net, obviously there's a fishing net. Again, a lot of time too, which I didn't put in, but it was common sense. All this water connection, net fishing, but also it drives from nitir to shine. And when I heard to shine, because I've done a few etymologies on Baal and pardon me, Lucifer, it got me to think, wow, so net means to shine. So does the etymology of Baal, which is ball, shape of what they say this realm is. And that lie came in the Great Vow to L shift period. And blue. Both etymologies can be tied together and talk about to shine. So up to that level, you can just say it's a flat and a shiny level place that we live. It's what you see, especially when you see space images. And don't get triggered, guys. It's just the word space is in between, which we do talk about in this, and levels, elevated land. So there's so many things that you can go and spin. As you know, guys, I think this realm, due to the etymology, talks about an enclosed system in a chamber, and I talked about burial chamber and everything. So if you've not saw them videos, check them out. It's called I did an etymology of celestial, which means in a chamber, basically. Yes, those celestial stars. seems to be all connecting. But I like to give people options. You can go any way you want with it. But don't you get the excitement from the word pla? It means flat level. It's like plateau as well. Plateau, flat level. So Baal is always tied to the ball earth, and the blue. And as soon as you start thinking of blue, when you're in this community, you have to look at the blue marble. But obviously, you know, Baal stems from Bel also, but also owner, chief, basically elevated land, as I've mentioned in the video. So that was intriguing. So you had the root, flat level, ple, and the roots of obviously Baal and blue, ble. So basically it's only the bottom circle, phonetically wise, you know, ble, ple, and it all traces back to the same, Baal, Balu, and the earth. So it's intriguing, isn't it? And again, you have to start then thinking of the blue marble, because it's photoshopped, because it has to be. The brilliant one-liners of that and the images that we get sent. So it's photoshopped because it has to be. And then that gets you, and that's why I include it, because obviously when you're talking about the shape of this realm and different things and tying in the blue marble, I had to talk about the etymology of an old video that I did. Monumental Cemeteries, the Dead Oh My, I think it is in. And marble. Marbel, marble. So when you then see marb means dead, to die, mortified, mortar, cement, spiritually dead. Because also I was asking questions about, so lifelike these marble statues, how did he do it? I know sometimes we do discredit craftsmen. There are some brilliant craftsmen who can do brilliant things, and sometimes we do get carried away thinking, oh, ancient tech and all that shit. Sometimes it is a guy who is just really, really skilled, but also you do have the flip side and say, yes, you know, was it advanced tech, was it 3D print, etc., was it real dead bodies mortified? And in the video I talk about how something a catastrophe happened and these bodies were turned into stone, like a Gorgon-esque type of thing. And then you see the etymology: marb, to die, mortified, spiritually dead. And they're using this in the blue marble. They're calling it the blue marble. And El is obviously El, Elohim, group of gods, and so on and so on, that we've covered many, many times. So you have that, all that from Pla, because obviously then it got me to trigger about marble, because the blue marble. So you can see all the connection straight away with the death, spiritually dead, and where we're living in, considering they put in the celestial, which means chamber, basically. So that left me with net, and I've obviously mentioned it obviously to the shine. But because I have some smart friends who wide-ranging thoughts like me, and we're back and forth for years and years talking about different things, it just reminded me of conversations I had. Net, Neth, an Egyptian creation god. Wow. And you have to go like that. I'm not saying this is this, but it makes sense if it's one of the oldest gods in Egypt, creation god, and her name is Net. Plan, net, planet. Remember, flat, level, plane, or web of Nieth, creation. Wow. Known as a spider. What do spiders weave? Because it's talking about weaving our fates and different things. Oh yes, webs. What do we call it that you're watching this? The interweb. The World Wide Web. Loads of people have talked about, remember in the Hopi prophecies about the web in the sky? Well, we're living on a web. Living on a web. And if you think about the webs, that could then go into different places in different areas, all connected, but also lies are conceived, a web of deceit. But then when you then start to look into it a bit more detail, and we use the internet. Isn't it another coincidence that obviously intermediate, between, like, levels. Another prang of this language is not inter, but inter. Spelled the same, just said differently. Inter means place a corpse in a grave or tomb. A duck. Oh, and I nearly froze then. See, because it doesn't want me to swear. Beep, a duck. Wow. So internet. Is that where we use a medium? We live in a medium. And we're talking about how are we all dead? Are we all in a burial chamber? Celestial. Now. Internet. But also inter means into terra, into the earth. Obviously burial. Why do they want to burial in the ground and not cremate? Again, is this all energy based? We've talked about this in so many videos, especially with the bones and different things. Ley lines, light lines. Wow, everything seems to be connecting. So a short video just looking on the etymology, the spell etymology of planet, just showed me the excitement and the wows that we get. I wouldn't be doing myself any justice or you guys if I did not carry this on from just, internet. You know, the planet. Oh, flat level. There you go, guys. That's it. But no, I saw the net bit and then connected with the neath. And into terra. Wow. Just wow. What more proof do you need that we know nothing? And that is why I love looking at the etymology, and I'm going to do an etymology video, I think, on truth, or not etymology, but talking about truth, because truth is not what we are told. So I don't want to go into, if you saw me on social media, you know what I'm talking about. Basically, truth is tied to the goddess Fides. So it's nothing to do with I am telling the truth, because that's what it is. The word truth means it's connected to tides, a goddess. So when you're fighting and trolling, it's nothing to do with being, this what I'm saying is factual, because it doesn't mean that. So if we don't look at these things, we never reveal what we're seeing. You're just laying over something covered. It's there, but you just can't see it because it's covered. It's covered with a spell. So next time when you're talking to people and you can check everything, what I do, you can check it, you can see it. Planet, PLA in planet means flat or level. You can find other meanings and things, but you know, if that's a part of the spell, wow, flat level. And as you know, I believe it's a flat level in an enclosed system. And I talk about chamber because everything else fits in it. Well, I call it blue marble. Because people think of marble as a sphere and that's it. Oh, it's not that. But no, you split it up. Blue, marb, L. Blue, obviously shiny, to shine. Marb, death, bodies, mortified, spiritually dead, and of El. The gods, the Elohims. All these gods were a collection of gods, a group of gods. And this is all I ask for, to get yourself excited. Go and check it out for yourself. So planet, pla means flat or level. And then you have the connections with Baal for ball, blue marble, to shine, the net, Nieth, who looks after the dead. Used to shoot arrows to help the dead, if I can remember right. Oh god, see what I mean? I get so much information, but yeah, she was, she's tied to the underworld and the dead. But didn't I just say we're a celestial means chamber, burial. Wow, dead. It's all connecting, yeah. But if you follow big channels, they don't tell you none of this shit. And I call it the gold shit. Because they want you to just follow, right guys, if anyone says any different, they're a troll. And that's what happened. I was in these communities before most of these were even in it. And I got ostracised and I had to create my own channel, the Black Sheep Researcher, which gets taken down. Because they don't want you to think for yourself. They want you to have the blue and the red pill. They don't want you to find any other colours or not have any or do what you want to do. We're restricting ourselves. And when you come up with gold like this, planet, how many have you seen it? I've not seen anyone. They always talk about water finds its level, and it's the same old stuff that they've been talking for years. We're the ones that do the research on anything, progress it, get done for trolling and being different or controlled. Pla means flat or level. Then you put the net sign into it and you start thinking of, wow, net, neath, the spider's web. Just wow, I'll get really excited. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this short little video. It's a bit longer than I thought it would be because obviously I've decided to put it on What the Flock TV instead of the Thinking Man. So please guys, I need your support. We need your help. You know, most of you will watch this. Go to the link in the description. Hit it, subscribe to the Thinking Man. There's some really good short videos, and mainly on there I'm going to do shortish ones, just so you know people know where things are. And again, thank you for the support when people donate. Also, links in the description, and just your help. But can't do it without you guys. So take care, stay safe, and you guys need to